Oh. Yes!
Alright, next up is Talos Umbra. I do not want to play that with Plinks. Thank you for asking. Let's go. Oh, I want to refresh my coffee. I'll refresh my coffee before we... Ooh, Pyre of Dominion. So, of course, Pyre of Dominion means that we won't have Shade Splitters, and I noticed the game has given us a Shadow Eater. That's a little prank. All right. And we're up against Savagery too. Okay. Yeah. So we got Savagery Seraph, Holy Feed Kale, and Archeon. All right. Given the cards that I know that I have between these three things, it's probably Shield of Wing. Cannibalize is really hard to play without Shade Splitter. Let me take Vision upgrades. Steadfast Crusaders versus Battle Dancers with no shift triggers. Let's try Steadfast Crusaders. So awkward. We're taking all the constructs. Okay, I'm a little lost. Okay, equipped angels get stats when we have 2 shields of wing. Isn't bad, I think. And it does give me some starting valor. Let me take this. I think I need it. Okay. I have a better understanding of how to play this with Battle Cleric. I have a lot of excess kind of junk in my deck right now, but I think I see the vision. I think we're not playing Shadow Eater at all. I think we're playing Steadfast Crusaders with Shield of Wing, and then top flooring an Alloyed Construct, and we just expect this to win for us, basically. And I think for this fight, it totally does. I just don't know how this deck develops. Upbeat Warbler here dies to spikes, so we don't do that. Actually, wait. Now it doesn't die to spikes, but I think we still don't do it. Morsels. We want health morsels for these two, and, like, other morsels for the construct. Warbler with the construct is a good move. So here we play the Shield of Wing. I'll engine upgrade these floors. Do Valor 7, alright. Morsels. Miner, Excavator, Cooler, Burn. Wing. Bother your front line, play this, win. Feel like I need a capacity upgrade very badly, very immediately. I don't generally like Cleave, but there are definitely use cases for Cleave. We need to lean into Cleave. The thing about Cleave is it's one of the ways of dealing with our sweepers that are going to come in. And with Kale. Let me grab it. I'm less intrigued by Perils when we have 2 copies of Engine Upgrade. I don't think I need any of these, actually. Let's move on that. So I think what I need to do is find a way to set up a unit that has 50 attack and do a holdover cleave thing. They don't need to have 50 attack immediately, but they need to eventually have 50 attack. I could possibly do like a large stone for that. So with the balance of upgrades that I need, I've got a Merchant of Magic in the second ring. Let me go for the Merchant of Steel here. There's also a possibility of getting there with like wedding rings. So let's see, we've got Frenzy Stone, Dual Stone, Brave Stone, Shield Stone. A lot of those don't even help, but I can probably set up the top 4 for that. One of the funny things about the Dual Stone is I think it might affect the Chain of the Valkyrie, but I don't think I can play for that. Morsel Master's totally playable, actually. That's one of the few things that works. I think I'm taking Dual Frenzy onto one of the constructs. The other construct is, like, definitely a card remove. It is not going to stick around. So Bravestone is 8 attack, because it's 8 Valor. The Chain of the Valkyrie on equipment means that, like, you equip the unit, and it gains 9 attack, which is okay. I don't think I can afford to take the Bravestone, unfortunately, because I think I need bigger upgrades. These guys have 5 attack baseline. If I need to get them up to 45 attack, Large Stone is only 15 attack. So if I do 15 to 14, it's 29, then another 4. Yeah, I haven't played Talos in a while. I'm going to purge one of my allied constructs. I'm going to move on. The Talos run before this was great, by the way. Definitely a bummer to miss that. I'm going to take this because I need money to live. I need a lot of money. Same setup, pretty much. 2 Valor per turn from Talos. Great. So that's all being dealt with. I can kind of fit this in and take less damage. Then I want to go for this. Throwing out this slam immediately doesn't really do much for me, right? It's 40 damage on the Flagellant. It actually kills the Flagellants. It's okay. I can play this immediately, too. And do that. Gross. I hate you. Actually, Morsel Excavator to take that down. We don't play the second packed morsels now. Not fit in enough of them to feel good about that play. I will play an Upbeat Warbler back here. I really want a large stone for this guy. Do that. We'll overpack the floor. Pack morsels. You get attack power. You get the healthy stuff. Take that. Shield of Wing you. I don't really want to play the cleave anyway. We're not quite killing this floor, but it's fine. We'll kill second floor, no problem. I don't need Talos to be alive. Let's not celebrate Talos. Yep. By the way, for everybody who's watching, I've got 4 uploads hitting YouTube tomorrow. So, they're releasing on 2-hour intervals throughout the day. Windblade. Can we do anything with Windblade? I think no. Yeah, the answer is no. I could take a Blood Suit, throw it on bosses. That is not the worst thing to do. Space Prism might be good. I think Perils is maybe more necessary. I don't really want to take Perils when I have 2 engine upgrades. I can already play at 5 energy per turn. The Space Prism's probably helpful, though. That is a good question. Let's see. When is the first release? I think the first release is at 10. I think I put them at, like, 10, noon, and 2. Like, I think I did them 10, noon, 2, and 4. 2 and 4. Yeah. So I had to make sure that the first one released at a time when I was conscious so that I can jump to the video and like it. So that's not going to be much earlier than 10 a.m. I can be conscious before 10 a.m., but not, like, super lucid. No holdover right away, unfortunately. We take an Umber unit. I think I could take a Morsel Maker. We do Maker Master Construct on the top floor. Sweet. So I think I need to do Holdover and Power on Cleave to feel good about my late game. Which is unfortunate because it's not discounted, but the extra power makes it lethal earlier. So now the benchmark I need to hit on my units is 40 attack instead of 50 attack. It has to be the front friendly. So if I need to get the Steadfast Crusader up to 40 attack, it's going to be tricky, but it's maybe more possible than what I was looking at before. Or I can find a different frontliner who gets up to that attack more easily. I want... Oh, wait. Wolo's Bloodletter triggers at the end of combat, so it doesn't stop me from eating morsels. It puts a 10-round timer on the Morsel Maker and Morsel Master, which is fine. Most combats are about 8-9 rounds anyway. The Steadfast Crusaders don't really care. The Upbeat Warblers, unfortunately, tend to get killed by this, unless I get them health upgrades later. But Wolo's Bloodletter puts me way closer to my important benchmarks, so I'm going to take it. But yes, this probably means our birds are useless. The construct. We open with the Morsel Master. I cannot play the Morsel Maker right away. I play those and Alex. I like the immediate packed morsels. That's great. Throw in that. This. Burn those. I'm not going to play these. I might want to wind up wanting to play these like in a combat at the very end of the fight. So this is the Siphon Arc Young. I'm not sure how well I can play around that. Let's give him a Blood Suit. Play out of packed morsels. I need some lifesteal. That'll be good. Want this here. Put up the Shield of Wing. We don't need to eat any more, so we can play that. Do this. Okay. This floor, I think we're going to be fully killing. I need the Morsel Maker out. That's a definite. I can engine upgrade this floor. I think it's the Cleave over the Shield of Wing. Now taking a lot more damage. I probably need to feed this floor later. Got 7 Valor. Got no damage shield here. Means the Morsel Master's can start eating instead of the Alloyed Construct. Oh no, the Wolo's Bloodletter doesn't work with the Morsel Maker because he generates this stuff after units get eaten. So I'm actually shooting myself in the foot with that. I need to think that through a little bit better. Let's see. You're taking 35. I cannot save you with a Shield of Wing. We're doing this. Let's see if we make it through this. I messed myself up. I cannot fit a Shadow Eater on this floor. We'll do this. This. We are effectively healing. We have a lot of armor. Play these here to do damage. And they do pretty good damage. They are quick. Final wave. I think we fly Talos up to top floor and win on top floor. Because everybody else dies. Shadow Eater is not fully meaningless here. He does cost the boss a bit of rage. He hits back for a little bit of damage. And we've got the win. Okay, so I have created a bit of a problem for myself that I kind of need to fix. We're not in a good circumstance to take Furnace Tap. Wings Radiance is very mediocre here. Retch does not work with our current morsel generation patterns. So I'm going to skip that, unfortunately. That is a very painful skip. Avenger is a simply better unit for the bottom floor than our Steadfast Crusaders. So I think we bring him on. And here's the question. I'd really like a Heaven's Light, but I think our initial deployment has to be Alloyed Construct, Morsel Master, then the Avenger and Talos. That actually all fits. We just don't get to play something on the second floor for a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to take the Heaven's Light here. We'll take energy after our Hail Fight if we survive. Just need to survive. The Avenger has 32 attack, which means he only needs another, like, 10 attack to be able to sustain our cleave game plan towards the later part of the game. We also need to draw our cleave. With less than 200 gold, the Merchant of Steel is a little hard to feel good about, and the Empyrean Well doesn't do very much for us, right? It does not. I want to check the Celestial Alcove. What are the trinkets? Martyr's Signet is cool. That is a permanent gain, and it really helps our Shield of Wing to shine. If I see Celebrate, I take Celebrate here. Yeah, we're going Enchanters. YOLO Bloodletter. Hell yeah. It is YOLO Bloodletter. Latro. Did you give me Triboulet? I don't have anything rare yet. I don't have the option. Well, Gross Michelle is probably more in line with what we're doing. Like, Gross Michelle and Wolo's Bloodletter together, we're hitting really, really hard. Yeah, I'm feeling Martyr's Signet. We're going big stats. And I'm going to purge the Shadow Eater. I think it's pretty bad. We are going lay big stats. This is rough. But I think I take it, because once I play Shield of Wing, the multi-strike doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going this, 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 this. And that's our deployment for now. Shield of Wing. Play the Shard. I don't know where these Space Prisms go anymore. I'm going to presume they go on the top floor. Valor 5. I do need to get his Valor up a little bit. The Warblers don't do much. So if I play the Morsel Maker, he gets restricted to only defense scaling, basically. I'm just going to drop the Calcified Ember here and move on. I don't have a great game plan for getting to the Celebrates. We're going to do what we can. Okay, the Avenger's getting chopped up. Not what we want to see. Um, I don't know if we can necessarily block enough for the Avenger to not get chopped up. We get one of those here, but it's okay. The Warbler doesn't help. If we had done the holdover cleave, we could be keeping him alive with the cleave here. That might be the necessary game plan for this fight. Let me actually just do this again. I don't mind being a little persnickety about it. Let's just assume that we're really dependent on that holdover cleave. I don't mind assuming. I mean, I put 2 upgrades in that card for a reason, right? I don't want to redraw the Blood Suit. I need upgrades for this Avenger. We're just not going to drop the Calcified Ember. 7 Valor. Now we're losing 9. Play this. Magma Morsel. I'm going to play both of these morsels down here. I'll protect the Avenger. I don't think the Warbler really goes out. Leave. Engine upgrade. Morsels. Excavator. We can put him down. Valor 9, we're getting close. 2 waves left. I can't play the Warblers yet. If I can play the Warblers in the very last round, they get to see us celebrate, and then they start surviving. Leave. Guard Shard. I think we might put a Crusader down here. It means no more morsels. It's fine, we don't have more morsel generation anyway. We're out. Right? What are we looking like? What are we looking like after the cleave, rather? Not great. Okay. What if we do this? This. Still very bad. Okay. In which case, let's fly up to the top and give you a Warbler. Give you more damage. These units do not survive. But it's a little harder to survive against this guy. If this were Corin or Corliss or whatever it was, we'd have a better outcome. Slam. Warbler here does not get killed by Bloodletter. Because we kill the boss before Bloodletter triggers. Now we get to celebrate onto a Warbler that will allow them to survive the Bloodletter in other combats. Ooh, Elite? I do have the multi-attacking on the Construct. The Construct also has Dualism. He should be an ideal Everlasting Light holder. I think I like the Ember Forge on my second floor. With the engine upgrades, too. If I could get Spike of the Banished, we should be looking really, really good. I've already got 2 rooms and 3 pieces of equipment, so this Merchant of Arms is not great. I think we run over here for artifacts. If I can get, like, double armor value out of Valor, we could probably survive. Blood of the Apex is incredible. Crown of the Eternal's not that good. Volatile Gauge. Volatile Gauge. It makes my engine upgrades and my packed morsels a lot worse. but it makes my Shield of Wings and Avenger better. It might mess with my ability to play Cleave late, so I think I probably can't take it. How do we feel about the Departure Manifest? We could maybe deploy our Ember Forge off the Departure Manifest, and that's huge. I don't want to deploy my Upbeat Warblers no matter what. Our energy's a bit too low to deploy the Ember Forge anyway. Yeah, I don't really think we can make good use out of the Departure Manifest right now. Does it become stronger later when we do have more deployment energy? Well, deploying the Ember Forge is pretty good. There's that. It's pretty good. I'm definitely going to this Merchant of Steel and the Empyrean Well. I don't think I'm ever doubling the Ember Forge, though. Yeah, my ideal duplicates are probably like the Everlasting Light or some unit. I'm not sure which unit it would be. Let me just reroll this. I think it can be stronger. Karmic Sensor doesn't do much for me. Teeth of Gold doesn't do much for me. This is really lackluster. Because I'm only eating on the top floor for the most part. So that is just very little out. It's just not a lot of value out of Teeth of Gold. I don't even have good morsel generation. Fire Sparks, literally nothing. Karmic Sensor is pretty small. The best thing Karmic Sensor does for me is double trigger the Blood Suit on bosses. But I'm not running Pyrogel, so it doesn't do that much damage. Blood Suit on Pyrogel is actually really funny. Yeah, I just don't think we're getting much out of this. So we're moving on. Man, I'm in a bad way. I don't know how I'm surviving the first turn of Seraph anyway. I think I need to just throw a unit down to block. Well, this Fight Club can technically do stuff on the top floor, so I'll take it. Just very mild. I cannot take this Mark of Invasion. It's too much pressure. I am a little too fragile for that right now. Okay, let's see. Play those there initially. I think for these fights, I Everlasting Light Talos to provide more valor to the Avenger. Space here. This thing looks so big. It looks bigger than a size 2 unit ought to be. We do get attack value onto the non-attacking morsels, which is kind of fun. Here, play these. Do I want the Morsel Maker out? It's just okay. It's not great. I think I Blood Suit one of these guys. I really need to draw my Shield of Wing. Either one of them is good. I don't think I bring out the Morsel Maker until I've already done my other stuff. There's my pack morsels. Shield Wing, pack morsels. This is not the healthy Warbler. We want the holdover cleave. Ember Forge is dying. Did you not? I think you gotta. Yeah, the Ember Forge is totally fucked. It is not surviving. The Warbler does not come out here. Fight Club. Because this just dies from Wolos. Yeah, I think I play that despite the sap. Should be fine. Bring out both the Crusaders. We are technically gaining health. I think this Warbler's playable. It might die. I'm not sure if this Warbler gets to see the Celebrate. Also, if I play this Cleave, I lose a bit of the slay value for the Blood of the Apex, so I gotta be careful about that. I think we bring in the Morsel Maker now, because our other Morsel generation's gone, so there's no harm in that. I cannot bring in the Warbler yet, but my deck is small enough that I have the Warbler in every hand. So I can play it when I want to and no sooner. Okay, so we see this. That's the preview. We're not killing Quoto. Pretty sure this is where Talos runs away to preserve the Celebrates. Let's die here. That's fine. I would love it if I could win on the second floor if possible, but I think we have to win on the top floor. We lost our banana. That's okay. I feel like I probably won't be able to play the Warbler, because I've run out of space. Just remove some of his Titan skin. Wish I could play the Warbler. I can't. I'm not going to get too broken up about it. Still get some stats. Benediction is probably pretty good. Grab that. I think I like Ember Cache. Wait. No. Ember Cache is not card positive. It's energy positive. I do not need to be more energy positive. I have a lot of energy. I actually do have enough energy to play through this Void Binding. So I'm going to take it. So I can play through, like, a little bit of Embergrain. We upgrade to Cavendish. So Cavendish does say base attack. I think that's attack. I don't know if that attack considers Talos' Celebrate, so we'll have to see. So this is reading at 32 on the Avenger. I take Cavendish. Now it's reading as 72 on the Avenger. So that's not triple the 32. But I think the only thing it's discounting before is the Bloodletter, because 32 minus the Bloodletter is 20. Oh, no, I should not have checked that card, because that card has never seen a Celebrate. I should have checked the numbers on my construct. I've lost the chance now to know the difference. I'd have to look at the... Oh, wait. This Warbler has seen a Celebrate. The Warbler's basic stat line is a 2-2. So the Warbler's basic stat line after Wolos would be a 14-2. And its stat line after Cavendish would be a 6-2. So, so if it just had its own baseline plus the Cavendish effect plus the Wolos, that would be 6-2 from Cavendish plus 12 from the Wolos, getting it to 18. Okay, so the bonus from Celebrate is not being tripled. They are counted independently. But tripling the power of the Avenger still takes it from 20 to 60, which is great. I really want the Merchant of Steel here. Please show me something I can put on this Avenger. There is a large stone. That's great. I don't think I speedstone anybody here. I don't think so. Damage shield? I don't think so. Like, I could maybe damage shield one of the Warblers. But mostly it just prevents them from taking Bloodletter ticks. Let me do that here. It might make it easier to Celebrate with them. Heartstone one of these guys for the same purpose. I think I'm going to Heartstone you because it's going to make it easier to see a Celebrate. Rolling. Dualism, Endless, Bravestone. I would like to find Titan Skin for our Avenger. How many more chances do I get to do that? I have up to 2 more chances to find that. So I think I'm going to leave that slot open. I should have maybe Heartstoned one of the Steadfast Crusaders, but whatever. If I endless a Steadfast Crusader, it is a lot likelier to see a Celebrate, except for the fact that I'm winning on top floor. Um, I could, I think what I do here then is I set up the Alloyed Construct on middle floor for at least one fight, and then I put the Crusaders on the top floor so they have an easier time surviving. I don't think I have anything I want to get Dualism on. So we're moving on. Yeah. Okay. As for the duplicate, I think we're duplicating the Everlasting Light. Hail time. So I think once I draw into my cleave, we should be safe for this fight. So playing the Avenger, Kalos. I'm going to play the Alloyed Construct with the Morsel Master on this floor, and we'll put one of the Steadfast Crusaders on the top floor later. So they are likelier to see the Celebrate. This is the Fight Club floor. We don't play the Morsel Maker yet. These guys are unfortunately getting through for now. I don't play a Void Binding yet. This should be one of my engine upgrade floors. I can maybe play this Warbler back here. It just doesn't help very much, I don't think. I just don't think it does much. Waves. It probably survives. Just find enough reason to play it. I don't want to redraw it. I don't have any draw tricks right now, so there's Cleave. Pact. Cleave. We're dealing with basically everything with Cleave right now. Malevolent Hunter's gotten through. Play that to stop him. Play that there. Still playing defensive morsels for the Avenger. Warbler has to be out another day. Do that to preserve health. Taking 20 is a bummer, but it's kind of what happens. Bring out Dual Wing. I need to keep Cleave, so we don't get to play Everlasting Light right now. Engine upgrade for you. Space Prism, so we can still play morsels here. Move on. I think that's a kill threat. That's a bummer. We can block with a morsel. This way I can eat the second one for lifesteal. Those things. Bring this in. Leave. Get a blood suit. Prioritize Everlasting Light on you. Play this. I think Benediction going out on this floor makes it likelier that the Avenger survives to Celebrate. So prioritize playing that. And Benediction is a non-consumable card, so we can play this a lot. Bring that out, take the damage. Now we get health scaling. We're not under kill threat there. Looks like I can bring out the Warbler if I have enough space. Let's see. Should be Everlasting Light on you. Leave. Shield of Wing for health. Hail won't be back up to that floor, so we're fine either way. We'll play Void Binding in the last turn. Hail's really low. I think we win and get all the Celebrates. Yeah, because we're quick, too. Yeah, Benediction is going to be really powerful with all the energy I'm generating. Okay, so I was thinking it's energy, but is it... I'm thinking that only for deployment purposes. Is it actually card draw? This configuration is getting a lot of work done, and it might just be that I need to draw into all of my engine upgrades and Ember Forges quickly, and then I think we're set. I don't like these much. I think out of these, it might be the Umberstone. Let me see. So my cleaves on the bottom floor are hitting for like 90 to 100 damage right now. We're going to get some Valor scaling in, so we can count on them doing about 100. The Alloyed Construct is hitting for about 300. I think it's probably a Shroud Spike. It might be a little hard to line that up. We got the Martyr Signet on everybody. We got the Celebrate on everybody. That feels so good. Let me see. Thinking about, like, the late Titans fights, I do need to take more unit upgrades, because I need to get upgrades onto my, the big healthy dudes. I think I go to one Merchant of Magic and one Merchant of Steel, so that the Merchant of Magic, I can try to get Spell Chain for Benediction, or Double Stack for Benediction. Because if Benediction does a little bit more for me, I think I'll be in a really good place. So do we need Limbo's Solace so that we draw into the setup fast, or do we need more energy? I'm going to take Limbo's Solace. I think I just need to draw all of my stuff a little faster. This 5-card draw per turn is just not enough to get the work done. Meat shields are pretty decent for these Steadfast Crusaders, so I'm going to take that. Eternal Stone. I'm going to Eternal Stone one of the packed morsels. I don't think I can Holy Stone much. I could maybe Holy Stone the Benediction, but I don't think that's great. I'm going to Emberstone the Benediction, because if we multicast it, I might need it to be Emberstone. No Freeze Stone. Keepstone does not matter, because Keepstone only matters for the one thing. It only matters for the Cleave. Everything else, we just play through all of our cards when we get to it. This -2 Consume does not help. We can Permafrost the Shroud Spike, because we do not want to be redrawing that card at the wrong time. I'm not taking any purges. Pretty lackluster Magic Shop, and that's our only Magic Shop chance. This is a difficult choice. So the Enchantress difference is we have Enchantress for up to 2 more fights. It's a difference of 4 health per combat, so a difference of 8 health versus 2 Valor per round. I think Battle Cleric 2 might come out a little better, but this is 8 health per fight for everybody. I cannot ignore the greed of Celebrating. Celebrate Talos is absolutely greed play, and I am a sucker for it. Stoning Undying is maybe a little difficult to go against. I have the Alloyed Construct. I didn't take an Umbra Stone. So there are times when the Alloyed Construct gets punked. I think we can do this because Wolo's Bloodletter puts a meaningful attack pattern on our morsels. And I think that gets us through this. I should note that Avenger still has an upgrade slot to check at that or steal. Oh, we lost Cavendish. Ooh, that's a bummer. I'm gonna Bloodsuit this guy. I don't have a kill on him immediately. We get more stable with our Shield of Wing. I've never lost Cavendish before. And we lost him coming into deployment. That's a bummer. We bring you out, play that, and then meat shield you. Okay, so we've got only the Deformed Duo moving on. That does bode well. It's just the Deformed Duo getting up there. I mean, this this attack pattern from the Power Lifter is quite a lot. So we've got our Cleave. He was not dying enough. Play the basic pack morsels first. Get those out. Play this here. I don't think I necessarily... Oh, actually, wait. There's no reason not to play the other pack morsels now. I can throw them all up here. And it's non-consumable anyway. Yeah, the morsel attackers are pretty meaningful there. Alright, engine upgrade here. Shield of Wing here. I need to cleave rather than play the other Shield of Wing. We need to be holding over the cleave to do enough damage. Pretty sure. I very, very seldomly make use of cleave. We're gonna have to hope that I draw cleave fast enough in the like final rounds too. It is not it is not a sure bet card. I think it's the Morsel Maker here, so we get Shroud Spike targets. We're losing a bit of health on our frontliner. He's got some corruption to work through, and that is tearing him up. Let's see. So I haven't been damage shielding for him, also. I'm going to Void Bind him. It is not keeping him alive, but it's going to make him perform a bit better. I don't have a place for the Shield of Wing. Let me check a packed morsel. Okay, I can feed him 4x Morsel Miner. And we'll see if that keeps him up here. Oh, yeah, so eating just one Morsel Miner prevents him from getting killed by the corruption. So eating 10 Morsel Miners should be a lot better. If anything lets him survive the boss, it'll be that. Let's see how we're doing against Rax. Not super well. We can check this immediately. Okay. Cleave is not a big change against Rax, but we can check it. Not good enough. Okay, so she's going to leave. Before she leaves, we want to play one of these things to try and make him see a Celebrate. It's probably the unit that we care more about celebrating with. So you can fly Talos out of there. We do just 900 damage there, so we gotta hope the Alloyed Construct is able to pull through. I didn't really get to play Benediction through that fight, and that's a big difference. Okay, this doesn't look great. We're not actually too far off. I think just playing Benediction might win. It wins, but the Construct doesn't live. Now the Construct lives. I don't have space to play anything else cool, so nothing else gets to see a Celebrate. But we still got a lot of meaningful units to see to Celebrate. We still got the Martyr's Signet on some important stuff. If anything's playable here, it would be the Demonize, but I think our damage pattern's actually pretty good without that. I don't like the Crucible extension here. Gem Trove is like... so, if I had not gotten the Eternal Stone for the packed morsels, the Gem Trove would be obvious. In this case, I'm not going to take it. Going here for the Merchant of Steel, I think we really need to see Titan Skin. Hell yes. That should enable our Avenger to live. I'm going to take a Heartstone and a Damage Shield onto one of our Steadfast Crusaders. Then we'll hit a reroll to see what else we could do. We will think about that, come back to it later. Let's see. Burning Feather doesn't work very well. Jackstrips is very minor, and so is Judge's Scales. I'll reroll that. Celestial Cascade is really great. Radiant Arms is really great. Lightstone Casing cannot be played. We are beyond any use of Lightstone Casing. So looking at this again, and looking at our open slots. Um, let's see. I don't think I want to large stone anything because I don't really have quite enough room. Um, multi-strike is surprisingly effective in a lot of places because of the way our stats work. So I'm going to multi-strike the Morsel Master. So you see it has 32 attack. And since we're doing that, we are also going to Strength Stone it. I'm going to put a Brave Stone onto our other Steadfast Crusader. So I think there are circumstances where he winds up on the front line. And then we're moving on. I'm not removing anything at this Unstable Vortex, I don't think. Yep, all of our cards have a purpose, so we're moving on. Not only do they have a purpose, they're pretty efficient. Okay, can we survive this stupid fight? I think I need to start with this to lure the boss up, and he's got damage shield. So we're not starting with our Morsel Master on board, which I hate. Okay, we got our cleave immediately. That is huge. That is huge. So big. Alright. Next test is, can we get a morsel to block this next attack? Oh, he's coming in here, actually. Well, we gotta play the cleave first, then see what the numbers look like. They don't look great. Blood suit you. I think I want the Shield of Wing out first. Let me Everlasting Light you, so you start building up immediately. The damage shield on equip is also pretty killer. Okay. So he's getting his melee weakness popped by the Amalgam, which is pretty good. We've got the Morsel Maker to come out. Play the Cleave again. We're living by the Cleave. Play these things. Attack morsels. Get those out. I'm not going to play the Shroud Spike yet. The Steadfast Crusader is going to be in trouble soon, but I'm going to focus on the things that are more important to victory, which I do not think are him. Actually, slam. He still has melee weakness on him. That's a problem. Goes down to 6 health. We play the cleave first, then we think about what else we're doing. Just like we're cooking, and we need to think about what's the word? Like saute some onions. Then think about what you're making. I think we just play Benediction in a way that follows Seraph around, and then we figure out all the rest of our plays after that. I want to bring out the Morsel Maker to start recovering the Alloyed Construct's health. So we're just going to do that for now. The Shroud Spike gives us a definite target for the Morsel Maker. Got a cleave to keep Talos alive. Engine upgrade here. Okay, I want to bring out the Upbeat Warbler and the Everlasting Light. About where? I'm going to bring out the Everlasting Light on Talos. Check the morsels. I want lifesteal. I'm not going to bring out the Warbler this turn. This is 8 uses of the Spike. 8 uses of the Spike here is worth a lot of health. Here for a lot of lifesteal. I think I want to go for the health here. Should make him a lot likelier to live. That plus 104 marker, I think we're in a pretty good state. Get out this meat shield. this. And move Benedict. All right. Yeah, looks like we're stable for this fight. We're losing that, him up there. I have various ways of dealing with that. I'll check after I play that cleave. My favorite way of dealing with this is probably Steadfast Crusader, Shield of Wing for the damage shield. Then we can play this out. Let's go down here. We can actually get Lifesteal. Pretty wild. I'm not playing the Void Binding, I don't think. I can technically do that for a little more damage. He gets eaten, and I don't have an Ember Drain. Alright, boss goes Relentless. We cleave. We're living. That's all it took, actually. Warbler comes out to cheerlead for the end. Easy clap. Good fight. That was really, really clean for being a Savagery Seraph fight. But the Radiant Arms gives me a lot of extra security here. Everybody's in on the celebration. Very important when I'm running Shield of Wing. Any run where I can make use of Wolo's Bloodletter feels really good. I was like thinking for a moment there, like, what are my play patterns again? I don't think I bring out the Steadfast Crusader immediately this time, because I don't need to determine where a flying boss is going. I need to make sure the Alloyed Construct is safe. Different priority. I can probably bring out the Ember Forge immediately, but I'm going to have to find protection for it pretty soon. I think I can play this. I need the Valor on the Avenger anyway, so it's fine. Like, I have a few more turns of leeway to do stuff because of all of the Celebrates and the Martyr Signet. Okay, so we got our Cleave. Got our Cleave plays. Alloyed Construct is not dying yet. The Ember Forge is in danger. We bring this in. And I think we just bring out Equipment. Because Equipment gives us a whole bunch of nonsense. This Radiant Arms on, like, a Lazarus run would feel so crazy. Like, I'm still showing a kill preview and all that stuff, but we do not screw around with it. Pick this up here, this is where I usually put it. I can Meat Shield you for a damage shield. Firelight, pack morsels. Goes out. This. Looks like I have the space to play him, so we'll play him there. And we can slam him forward whenever the frontliner cannot afford to take the damage. What are we doing here? Okay. Keep playing the Cleave. Lifesteal looks great. I love what we're doing with the place. Firelight, I don't need to play these, so we move on. This guy managed to take some corruption because he was on the front line for a round, so he is going to peter out. We're going to lose our higher energy game. We're over half done on Entropy. We're doing pretty good damage on multiple floors. Cleave does not kill the Chosen Ardent, so that could maybe make it into a choice. Bloodsuit you. Got our other Shield of Wing. This is our bigger one. Come out here. Since he has damage shield, I'm going to slam him to the front so he eats the 20 instead of eating his, like, Italy lower damage he would take. Let's see. I don't think I play Cleave into this lineup because it gives, like, these guys are a lot more threatening if they have +5 attack. If they don't have +5 attack, they don't matter that much. But I will do 200 damage to both of those guys. That's easy. Don't have a Shroud Spike target. Moving on. A lot of them still get killed by the Shielded Wing there. This 37 Corruption looks really nasty. I do not like to look at that. Okay, we're doing good there. That is fine, but that's 70 damage previews. Real scary. We will Benediction into Firelight, and we'll take a bunch of damage to our Pyre. It's pretty fine, though. Looks like we're largely on track. Our Dominion kill is about as slow as one might expect. We have no special Dominion killing tricks. How's the Avenger looking? Bad. Got it. Voidbind. We have to. Warbler. Gotta cleave when we have it. Let's see. I think we give him lifesteal here. And, I really want to play my Firelights, so I'm just going to have, like, two gulps of lifesteal. We've beaten Savagery and Entropy, so it's just a matter of outlasting through Dominion. Slam here, so that we preserve these guys a little longer. So I think we have Dominion in, like, 3 or 4 turns, give or take. Ember Drain is hitting us a little hard there. These guys are dead. That's fine. So we're probably going to get Fire Hunted on the top. Let me get a damage shield. Those are nice. I don't think there's a case where blocking this keeps us alive, so we're not going to worry about the top floor at all. They die. Things happen. Yeah, the corruption pressure is pretty bad. We should be doing about 200 and change on the top floor per turn, just by playing Firelights. So he doesn't die this turn, but I think he dies next turn. Other floors look pretty secure. Since we played 2 Everlasting Lights on this floor, these guys are just gonna... He's gonna Valor Sustain. Nothing does enough damage to him yet. It'd take at least the 3rd go-around of Savagery to be hurting him. I think we let our Cleave drop here. Okay, we've got the kill. Nice! Win number 131. Cool. Alright, alright. I got some really great stuff that run. Like, honestly, Wolo's Bloodletter, Martyr's Signet, the Apex thingy that gives me attack damage scaling on equipment is awesome. Pretty high banish score, win streak 7. We're not going to count on that win streak sticking around. And we only need one more Talos win into Melting, and then that will be the entirety of our banished wins.